You're welcome to Christmas with Mr. Osita. In this video, we'll be talking about decimal numbers. What are decimal numbers? A decimal number is a kind of number which has a whole number and a fractional number separated by decimal points. Now, it is not a kind of number that has decimal points alone, no. But that decimal point is separating the whole numbers from the fractional parts. For instance, we have 37.352. We'll never say that this is 352, no, because they are not up to 1. Because this is tens, this is ones, this is tenths, that is 3/10. This is hundredths, that is 5/100, and 2 is thousandths. That is 2/1000. They are not up to 100. So the first one is 0.3, this one is 0.05, this one is 0.002. So you see, they are not up to 1. Okay. Now today we are talking about subtraction of decimal numbers from whole numbers. Subtraction of decimal numbers from whole numbers. We are subtracting decimal numbers from whole numbers. Let's look at this example. We have subtract 0.125 from 1. Subtract 0.125 from 1. And the second one is subtract 2.482 from 3. Subtract 2.482 from 3. Now, let's solve for 1. Let's solve for number 1. We have, remember that we say what we are considering here is this whole number. The whole number here is 0. Is not 1. Therefore, 1 is bigger than this number. We have 1 minus 0.125. So this one has invisible fractional parts, which are zeros. They are the invisible fractional parts, and you rule your line. Now we subtract. 0 minus 2 cannot go. You borrow from nearest number. That nearest number is still 0. You cannot borrow from 0. The next one is still 0. You cannot borrow from 0. So we have to borrow from 1. When you borrow from 1, here is remaining 0. You put here 10. When you borrow from 10, it will remain 9. Carry the 1, put here 10. When you borrow 1 from here, from 10, it will remain 9. That one you borrowed, put it here, 10. So you now say 10 minus 5 will give us 5. 9 minus 2 will give us 7. 9 minus 1 will give us 8. 0 minus 0 is 0. This becomes your answer. Now, do not go and arrange this way. 0.125 minus 1. And you start solving. It is wrong. This is wrong. That is not the right way to solve this. Remember that we have that 1, this is 0. The whole number here is 0. And these are fractional parts. Why this is a whole number? Let's look at the second one. Now, in the second one, we have subtract 2.482 from 3. Number 2, we have 3, because 3 is bigger than 2, which is the whole number. That is what you have to consider. You consider the whole number. This, we have 3.3 minus 2.482. Now, this 3 has invisible fractional parts, which are zeros. So we have 0, 0, 0. You now subtract. 0 minus 2, it cannot subtract. You borrow from the closest number. The closest number is still 0. You borrow from this one, is still 0. You cannot borrow from it. So we have 3 here. We can borrow from 3, which is remaining 2. You put the one you borrowed in front of 0, making it 10. Then you borrow from 10, 1 from 10, which will remain 9. Put here, making it 10. Borrow from this 10, which will remain 9. And put it here, which is 10. We have 10 minus 2 is 8. Then 9 minus 8 is 1. 9 minus 4 is 5. Then 2 minus 2 is 0. So this is your answer. Okay, let's look at this evaluation question. Number 1, it says subtract 7.3516 from 9. Now you consider the whole number, and this is 9. 9 is bigger than 7, so you subtract this number from 9. Now subtract number 2, subtract 0.9712 from 1.5. Now we are subtracting decimal number from a decimal number. Now when you look at both of them, you will find out that this is 0. The whole number here is 0, and the whole number here is 1, which means this number is bigger than this number. So you can subtract this from this number. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, or share the video.